Hello, everyone. I'm Greg Weaver. Welcome to the Audio Analyst. Welcome to episode 200. What started with the idea that I would be able to reach a wider and, if I'm honest, younger audience than had been possible through my written work. My first episode, Who is the Audio Analyst, dropped here on May 10th, 2020. And it has turned into something far more successful and effective than I could have possibly imagined. As I prepare to head to Capital Audiofest this coming weekend, where I'll have the honor of being allowed to present another of my after-hours curated LP sessions, I'd like to take this opportunity to address some important matters in what I guess I'd call a State of the Channel address. First, given the class of products that I typically cover, items that populate the hyper audio class, a product category that some still choose to call luxury audio, I feel grateful and honored that we've become a community with 6,000 subscribers. Now, I don't only cover the hyper audio scene, as I feel strongly obligated to highlight overachieving products, ones that represent true value to music-loving audiophiles. Yet with more than 500,000 views and over 51,000 hours, or nearly 6 years, of watch time, I want to extend my heartfelt thank you to everyone who has contributed to the channel's growth and success. You know who you are. Let's take just a moment to address what I see as the use of the pejorative and somewhat divisive and often disparaging luxury audio label. For too many music lovers, the characterization of luxury audio is used to show their contempt, distrust, disdain, or possibly even envy for products that cost more than they are either able or willing to afford. They use the term to frame their conviction that such products simply could not be worth what they cost. Or worse, that such products simply cannot offer any better performance than much less costly products, and argue that such products exist solely to fleece or as a way to swindle those with too much disposable income. While everyone is welcomed to their opinion, I must point out how completely naive such sentiments and opinions are. Such mistaken, uninformed opinions most often are held by those who have very little, if any, experience with or understanding of the capabilities of such hyperaudio products. I will happily admit, as I have done for decades, in person, in print, and on screen, that I have encountered absolutely amazing, highly musical sounding systems, some costing less than $1,000, and probably even more horrible sounding ones costing hundreds of thousands of dollars. My point is that I clearly understand that a higher price tag alone does not guarantee higher performance. Price alone cannot be used as an arbiter of quality. We all have heard horrendously expensive products that sound like crap. And yet, the other side of that same coin reveals that the finest sounding gear you are going to experience is not going to be cheap. I should hope that would be an obvious observation to any rational listener. Okay, enough on that. Next, trolling in general, and specifically unsubstantiated claims and attacks on manufacturers, will not be tolerated here. If you have a valid opinion that is contrary to what I have presented, I'm happy to hear it expressed in a supportable, rational manner, and to take it up under debate. I hope you understand that no one has to agree with my opinions. But I also hope that you will understand that with 5 decades of experience in and around this industry and approaching 40 years of chronicling my audio journey, I can readily support why I have formed and have expressed the opinion or opinions I present here. But beyond reasonable debate and discussion of differences of such opinions, false claims, such as one recently leveled against the specific product claims of a manufacturer's product that I covered here in some detail, one that was unsubstantiated, unsupported, and both slanderous and defaming, will get no traction. Not surprisingly, when that false accusation was called out by both myself and the manufacturer, the person making the fabricated malicious claim had the audacity to accuse me of acting unprofessionally. Guess what? Once the offended company insisted that the accuser either produce proof to verify this damaging and false claim, or they would turn the matter over to their legal counsel, the claim was retracted and apologized for in less than 5 hours. My channel will not be a platform for attacks on companies or individuals. On a positive note, I want to shout out my thanks to all my longtime advertisers, Patreon sponsors, and those who have taken advantage of my consulting services. More information on taking advantage of these options may be found in the description section of my episodes. Next, I've had enough requests for promotional merchandise like tees, hoodies, polos, jackets, hats, that kind of thing, that I'm working on launching such a store with a merchandise fulfillment provider. I had tried to do this right after starting the channel, but we were in the thick of the COVID-19 lockdowns. At that time, the supply chain issues and other limiting conditions of that time conspired to prevent it from becoming a reality. But it should be coming soon, so please watch for that announcement. Finally, for those of you who frequent and use my website, theaudioanalyst.com, the site hosting company has announced that it is rolling out a major software upgrade starting November 12th. After familiarizing myself with that upgrade, I don't really foresee any problems or expect any serious disruptions, but as a retired IT engineer, I'll be available and ready to restore full functionality quickly if any issues do arise. Thanks for your patience on this. Again, my thanks to everyone whose efforts have contributed to not only making the channel possible, but to helping it realize the degree of success that it has achieved. And if you will be attending Capital Audiofest next weekend, I hope you will try and join us for my Saturday night after-hours LP session in the Potomac Room at 8 p.m., hosted by the Valve Amplification Company and Decora Acoustics. If you see me in a room or running the halls, be sure to say hello and introduce yourself. I hope to see you there. As always, thanks for dropping by today. For more information on supporting the channel, check today's description section or visit my companion website, theaudioanalyst.com. Please stay safe and keep the music playing. Till next time, cheers.